Hello. Wow, that was... Hold on a sec. There we go. I need me game music going, too. Anyway, hello, everyone. Actually, I'm going to just bring it up a smidge. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Potato Place Gaming. My name is John, and tonight's show is called Going Solo. Tonight's stream is probably going to be a shorter stream, mainly because I am tired as balls because I did not sleep with a crap. Really hardly sleep at all last night. And I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tonight. And I took a bit of a nap before the stream. Helped a little bit. I've also got a massive headache, so I'm going to struggle through this. So we'll see. Mainly because I gotta get stuff ready for tomorrow. Yeah. I'm trying not to be just wasted tomorrow. Not like drunk, but, you know, just mentally just... Hi. What do you want, Ribsy? Wiped. That's the word I'm looking for. Mentally wiped. Anyway. Hi, Hawkman. Oh. Anyway, so we got some side quests to go, so this might be just kind of more of a chill episode, and I'm probably may not talk a whole lot, and it's probably gonna be me just kind of talking to monotone like this. I don't know, maybe you'll do like a bit of an ASMR kind of thing, and just kind of talk like this. Be like Bob Ross, heavy little accent. I don't know if I can get my voice as low as his. Thank you, Hawkman. I wonder why the little subscribe thing didn't pop up on the... Huh. Okay, that's weird. I might have to go on to, Oh! No? It should still work. I'll fix it tonight. Or at least check on it tonight. It should still work. Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of more of a chill episode tonight. Oh. I completely forgot about this. Oh. Okay. I completely forgot you could do this. Alright, well anyway, okay, so I can't do those yet. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody's at my front door. Is this somebody I'm gonna ignore? Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be somebody I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and see what he's doing and see if he's just standing around. Yeah, there's a guy who's just standing at my door, and alright, he's gonna walk off. Yeah. Don't try to sell me shit. I don't want your shit. I'm assuming he's gonna go to next door neighbors. Looks like it. Is he? Yep. I'm gonna turn down a little bit. Yep. One of those types of people. Why are they coming around at 7? Okay, right now my local time is 7:41. And you got a door-to-door salesman. I'm trying to see what his... Because he's got an ID thing around his neck. Oh. I was trying to see what... Vivint. Vivint. Why does that brand sound familiar? hold on. I know. All right, we're gonna have a bit of a detour here because it's on my mind. So, yeah, here we go. Smart home alarm systems. Oh yeah, yeah. I've had those people come around before. Though it's been years since I've had those people come around. Ba-ding. What was that? That sounded like my PC, but I don't know where it came from. What, ba-doom. I don't know what that was. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Because this is actually my server, and it probably sent a notification on that, and I don't care. Yeah. So we're actually just going to close out the server. I don't need the server open. So we're going to lock that, and we're going to disconnect. There we go. Anyway, that's what that noise was from. Windows 11. I'm running Windows 10 on my streaming PC. But anyway. Yeah, no. I thought it was more... I thought it was going to be another pest control guy, because he used to get those a lot. And I had one time... we're gonna do this story mode. We're gonna do story time while I'm playing this game. I had one time... I had a pest control guy come by. Or no, was it a pest control guy? I don't know. But anyway, it was, yeah, or was it yard? No, it was pest control. And, no, you got Popper. Brain, because I just thought, like, well, I wonder if it'll let me actually.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Calm down, dude.
Get it, boy!
Yeah, especially since I can do this, so... Yeah, I don't think it'll... Well, now it will. Okay. Well, this is kind of funny. I can do that, but it wouldn't let me now, but now since I'm out here, now it will. Okay, well, alright. Such an urgency game. Alright, well, let's go to... Well, there's one that's there. Yeah, we're just gonna go to this one first. But anyway, I was I was on my way to back to work. I literally walked out my door right as he came up to me, and I was like, he's like trying to something. I'm like, dude, I need to go. I need to go back to work. And he's like, well, I just need to sell it. I just need to make. I'm like, no. He's like, I'll even get you a deal. And I'm like, no. I need to go to work, dude. You're now making me late to work because you're, trying to come back from lunch. Because now you've been trying to talk to me for like 10 minutes straight, and like, okay, well, I need to go.
You told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
I call bullshit.
And you've seen this Reaper at work.
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, But if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler?
It's Karen's evil
I hope
twin.
so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
I'm always careful. But yeah,
you too,
no.
Goods.
But anyway, but yeah, no, they're like, I don't know, they try to sell me the pest stuff. And I'm like, I don't care. Where I'm at, it kind of controls itself. I don't really have a
Gentleman of the
problem.
town guard.
I really don't really have a problem with pests.
Mummy.
So,
What a mess.
and so it's kind of like, so why would I want to do
You
that?
fought
I don't
very
know.
bravely.
But it's just,
Safety of the
yeah,
town is in our hands.
it's one of those things where it's just like, I don't really care. I don't really want to deal with store door. So,
Time to
they're like,
brave
oh, you
the
tried, well, you
viper's
need a
nest.
security system. Well, I'm not that worried about it.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you.
I'm going to kick
Die
your
a
ass.
slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Okay. Do they really think they can take me on? Okay.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Jesus, they take a lot of fucking damage. Oh, he's getting healed. That's not okay. Where are you, little bitch? Yeah. You don't like that, do you? Where is the other one? Okay, here he is. Oh, yeah. You trying to run away? Okay. Yeah, why not? Let's just do it on that guy. Bam! Just domed him in the head. And that was it. He had like 1 HP left. Anyway.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
Your
What are
mother.
you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood!
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you, only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No,
What did she do? Run him out of business?
No.
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goot, no.
Enough, all of you!
But
Who
how
knows?
did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been.
Damn.
What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault!
Sure it
And
was.
now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
What did she...
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Ooh. Jesus. Wasn't expecting that.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Yeah, I'll do that. Now, what is my phone buzzing for? Oh. Good day.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Family.
Stop it.
Family.
You make me one good eye, mister. Don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Oh. Nice. I like the... So you can read. Congratulations. Alright. There's that one I still gotta do. We'll do this one next.
Nothing like a little unrest.
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
Ooh, excuse me.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dead.
But anywho, hope everyone's having a good night tonight. It's supposed to be nice and sunny tomorrow. Get the motorcycle out. Possibly ride it to tomorrow night's street. I mean, it won't be on the stream.
The meadows, then.
But
That's what the captain said.
She said I should be up to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Easy enough to spot. Over here!
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I moved out of the way from it.
Over here! Over here! This one.
Can I go past it? Hold on. Okay, let's go here. Somewhere. There's the wyvern. Oh, okay, that's the,
This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. This one.
fuck, god damn it, stupid monitor. Bam. I still need to remember the control. Keep screwing up the controls a bit.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
It's over here somewhere. Aha!
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did,
Possibly.
and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do.
Oh god.
Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Actually, it doesn't look too bad.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavor and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
Sure.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary.
I might.
Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound... The noises he was making does not invoke confidence. Okay. Alright, last one. There is one more over here too, but we'll get to that one in a bit. But I do think it's fun. It's a typical RPG trope of like, we must get this done, but first I gotta do these 50 goddamn side quests. The world is gonna end now! Oh no, well, we gotta do this first. Oh, excuse me.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
No, it's not her.
Never trust an owl bearing good news.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes,
At your mom's house.
Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord.
About
I
Pornhub
did
history.
not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
He wants me to become king.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
God dang it, I was
Thank
just
you, my
there.
lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Hopefully.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped with the bunch.
Oh, hey, there's a random sword on the ground. All right.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
Joke's on you, I don't have
told
copper.
I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Oh.
Nice try.
Blast the shit out of him. Well, that was easy.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Alright, let's go here. And let's see if we can find them.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Like there's a little bit of like, yeah, maybe not. I was thinking my joystick was like weirdly.
If you're with the others,
like one of the
they've already relieved me
potentiometers
of
was
my
going bad.
belongings.
Like it felt like I was
I'm
having
not.
to constantly adjust.
I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Maybe it's just me.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
She's dead.
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pummel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
It might be
Just couldn't
because
resist, could they?
Might be because it's just the over shoulder view, so it makes me think that.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Damn it, I mistimed that. Nope, damn it. Alright, I was dropping on him. Damn. Oh, I didn't even have to kill the other guys? Alright. Easy peasy.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine.
Mhm.
Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
I say good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Alright, I'll get that done and...
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Smooth like... I just now noticed that smooth like butler. I like it. Oh, okay. Alright, we can go now. I just like the slow look of freaking Joe. Like, are you done? You made a big deal about doing this, and you're out doing side quests, you bastard. Alright, let's go. Okay. Yeah, it's all the way down there, so... Alright, well, let's, make our way.
Come on.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought that was highlighting something. I was like, what?
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine. Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Thanks, Gal.
Damn it. This fallen bug. Ah. Jesus.
This one. Sick of
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Sounds like you like her. Helldiver. God damn it, I thought I hit that. I've heard of that game. I do kind of want to try that game at some point. Oh, why is this game being laggy? Come on. Load in. I've had this happen where sometimes I think I just need to, like... There it goes. Now it's fixed itself. Now, what is this random person just right here? Can you talk to him?
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, we could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
Actually, did I? No, I have. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Bad blood. Yeah. Excuse me, sir.
You're injured.
No, I'm dead.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them.
Was this the captain?
There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Oh, does he know? Kupka's dead.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Oh, looks like this blue misty stuff over here.
Flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time. Too slow. This one.
just... There we go. Whew. Not too bad. This is a smidge away from leveling up, too.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Hey, they only got one leg? He says I can't move my leg. Usually say I can't move my legs.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
Wait a minute, you couldn't feel like okay.
He was right
He's
to
just
send
gonna
you.
hop on one foot.
Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Woot. Cat stuff. Is that enough to level up? Yay! Alright. Sweet.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Uh-oh.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Yeah. So he's still standing there. Anyway. Yeah, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna push it because I don't want to reinforce the lies that Kupka said. So I'm just gonna keep on going.
Over here! Over here! Get him! It's over! Go for it!
Oh, okay, I got it. All right. It's a thing that popped up. Yeah, I do sometimes. I don't know if it's just the game or it's just.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hello, sir.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Okay then. Oh, that's a chocobo. Brain didn't comprehend for a
Where
second.
now, Joshua? There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
She's gonna come at us with a sword. These are very old books. Doesn't look like anybody's read them. Oh, hey. It's Joshua's girlfriend.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua. The
Want
Einherjar
something?
is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
I don't remember who that is.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh God, that's not good. Oh.
Distinguished members of the council.
Oh noes.
You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Shit, I don't think so. He just killed 2 of your guard.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Jesus.
Pathetic creatures.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do against it? It's a freaking dominant.
Yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
I would thought it would be Jill. This is the girl he's talking about, but Jill's right there.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
The Undying kind of make me think of, what is it from Legend of Zelda? Is it the Sheikah? I think it's, I don't know. Whatever Impa's a part of, like in Ocarina of Time.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But
yeah,
I
the
believe
Undying
it may
kind
be
of
the
makes me
key
think of what it
to
is.
discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh, she wants him.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt.
It's, even though they don't say, it's kind of like the same looking with Clive and Joel. Like they definitely have a connection, and it's like Joshua and Yote do as well. She has feelings for him. Even though they don't admit it.
Let's find our friends.
Though mostly I think probably Yote probably won't because she's technically a servant, but I'm like, yeah, no. She totally jigs Joshua. So it's like, yeah.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Oh, they even said it right there, yeah.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Sure.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Alright. Is there any other ones that... Oh, that's the... Okay. Well, I need to head out this way anyway. So, there's stuff there. Oh. as a person.
Cyril,
Oh.
how fares the search?
Well, Your
It's
Grace.
very
my
Assassin's
report shall be
Creed-like.
with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
Possibly Assassin's Creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Oh, sweet.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
I mean, it makes sense.
Cyril
I mean,
seem very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
but, you're one though talking, Clive. I mean, it makes sense because I mean, he's for him to survive this long on his own, he's got to have somebody, some group of people around him. You know, and Clive's got his own, and he made his own ways. Undying Acolyte? Oh, I just... Alright, apparently the...
Free cities under siege?
Jesus. Okay. Okay. Now my nose. It's all stuff. Ah, crap. Hold on. Yeah. Ah. Sausage. All right. Well, anyway, since it's almost 9, and I've got stuff I gotta do. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right there. Apologize for the short stream. We made some progress. You know, just a small amount, but we made progress. Bah, to make it. Damascus. Yeah, never mind. I'm trying to think, because it seems like there's like one from like Final Fantasy 12. It seems like there's this one like kingdom that just always exists in Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 12. And that it could be existed in other Final Fantasies as well, but I think it's Damaska. I'm trying to think. Whoops. No, I'm just curious. 12. Yeah, Damaska. Because I think it was in 14 as well. I think Damaska was in 14. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14. But yeah. Yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, I think it's Dalmatian, and I'm like, oh, it's Dalmasca, but yeah, I don't know. It may be a reference to Dalmasca. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, it was strange because I saw that in Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, that's Final Fantasy 12. So, which that's another game I need to actually play completely through. I actually like that game. I bought it a long time ago. I bought it brand new, actually. Not like when it first came out, but like it was still on store shelves when I bought it. Still new. And I also a while back, like maybe like, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. Maybe it was more than 5 years ago. I don't know. It was in, wasn't, it's probably within a decade ago. I bought the collector's edition of it for PS2, but because the collector's edition is really cool, because I think if I remember correctly, it comes with like a making of DVD and stuff too. But 12 is actually a really cool one, and I think it's one of the ones that kind of gets. I know 13 is kind of a weird one because there's people. 13 is, I've always thought, is kind of being the one for who are just wanting to play Fall. Ribs 8. Hold on my headphone cable. Want to play Final Fantasy for just the story and doesn't really want, but to me, now granted, it has since kind of changed my mind a little bit about 13. I mean, I've always thought it was like 13 is for people who don't really like Final Fantasy, but because I just never liked the battle system. It's kind of grown on me. The story is actually pretty good. I need to play through that game as well, and its sequels. It's definitely good enough that they made 2 other games. But it's always been kind of the one that I always thought was people. I think is always 13 has kind of been more of the, in my opinion, has always kind of been more of the black sheep of the Final Fantasy games. Even though, it's a Final Fantasy game. And 12, I think, kind of was that for a little bit. And then 13 very much pushed it out of the way and said, nope, I'm going to be the oddball one out. Even though it really is not that much of an oddball. It's not really an oddball out. It ties in perfectly fine. They changed the combat system to be a little bit more. Now, granted, I have only played a little bit of the first game, but it seems like it's very simplified, and I do not like that. But in the same, it's kind of it's not bad. It's just I think it's the first time, because I don't think it had the auto battle in 12. I'm pretty sure this is the first game that had the auto battle system in it, and I did not like that. I get it for like some of the older games because they're JRPGs, and sometimes the battles are kind of a bit grind heavy. Though in my opinion, the PlayStation ones, at least with like 8 and 9, I don't know so much on 7 because I've played through basically the first disc of the original, not the remake. It doesn't seem like that one is very much of like grind. So the problem that I had with like 8 and 9, more so with 8, because it's very easy to do it, is I'm rambling before closing out the stream. I need to close out the stream. But anyway, 8 is always, now granted, this is not a point against Final Fantasy 8. If you like Final Fantasy 8, good, because Final Fantasy, it's a fantastic game. It's one of my favorites. So 8 and 10 kind of combat each other on my second favorite Final Fantasy game. So but 9 has always been my favorite. But 9 does it a little bit too, where you can progress in the game a little too fast and go into stuff way underleveled. Now granted, 8 at the beginning, it's not as big of a deal because I found out based on the demo, you're pretty powerful at the beginning of the game, and it handles the enemies you can handle pretty well just kind of just winging it. You don't have to know like the best stats towards the beginning of the game of Final Fantasy 8. But though with 8, if you know what you're doing, you can get really broken really fast. But that was a problem I ran into, and I believe I did it with 9 as well, and then I would have to sit there and I had to grind for a bit. But I distinctly remember it in 8 where I accidentally progressed in the game a little too quickly and went into stuff that was a little I was a little underleveled for what I needed to be and got my ass handed to me. So I haven't really had that problem with 7, but though granted, since I've been playing Final Fantasy 7, I need to get back on it and start playing it again. I have the save file on my PS Vita, so I can actually play it on the go. What was I say? I go with the mindset of like it's a JRPG, so it's a little bit different. So I don't try to skip through battles or anything like that. I try to fight all of them. So that usually they're pretty, JRPGs usually, at least with Final Fantasy games in my opinion, usually if you fight every random encounter, now it sucks, but if you at least fight every random encounter as you progress through the story, it usually does a pretty good job of keeping your level to a point where it needs to be. Now, granted, you can grind your freaking ass off and just go into everything over leveled, but that's a lot of work. Though Final Fantasy VIII did some stuff that really, really made it so that you could really make it so you're stupidly powerful. And 9 did too, but I don't think not to the extent of 8. I think 8 was kind of 8, at least from my recollection. It might be a different experience for everyone else, but again, 8 was actually, like I said, there is nothing, I have nothing against 8. 8 has always been, has a special place in my heart. So since that's actually the game that introduced me to Final Fantasy. So, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, 12 I need to play because I feel like 12 has kind of been, 12 I kind of think gets looked over as well. Because like 13 is popular enough. Like I said, 13 is kind of ones I think it was kind of the one that I brought a lot of people that weren't Final Fantasy fans originally into the Final Fantasy series. 12 was not that game. 12 was kind of an interesting thing because it was off the heels of Final Fantasy 11. And so that might be I could be remembering it completely wrong. But I thought it had a little bit more of kind of like the combat style, a little bit more like a MMORPG. Kind of. Like it was an active battle system where you could actually move around and do tactics and stuff like that. Okay, fine. I'll shut up, Clive. But oh hey, there's more stuff. But like I said, in my opinion, I think 12 is kind of looked over more than 13, because 13's kind of the ones where I know there's like people who like, oh, it's not, people just refuse to play that one. I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know why there's a stigma to it, other than the fact that the only thing I can think of is the combat system, which, yeah, that was the first thing that turned me off from that game, was the combat system. Because it's such a drastic change from what 12 was. But I don't know. But 12 was kind of, I don't know. I need to play 12. 12 I think 12 is kind of like, in all honesty, I think 12 is kind of like how like 9 is to a lot of people, where it's like, it's a lot of people's very favorite Final Fantasy 12 game, but it's not like usually the usual consensus, because like 7 was the one that like gets all the hype and everything, though like 9 and 8 were also incredibly good games. In my opinion, both 8 and 9 improved on 7. Like, you can argue story wise, but like gameplay wise, oh yeah, 8 and 9 definitely, like, especially 8, because 8 kind of like smoothed out like everything that 7 had with gameplay, or like gameplay wise. So, and then 9 was kind of a continuation of that smoothing over, and it was very refined by the time they got to 9. And so, but 8 introduced so many cool things, and 8 I don't know, 8 had a really, that one was one that they did try to do new stuff with and push the hardware a little bit more, and there was some just really cool stuff that was really only with 8. And of course there's really some really cool stuff that was really only with 9 as well. But and of course 10 was fantastic too. I love 10. And I need to play through 10 too as well at some point too. Which 10 was, a big breakout game as well, because I think it was actually a launch title, or at least close to it for PS2. I think. I don't know. But it was new, it was the first next gen Final Fantasy game since 7. And granted, the graphics look a lot better on like 8 and 9 compared to the do in 7. But, you still have pre-rendered backgrounds on, 7, 8, and 9. Whereas 10, you didn't. So, anywho, that's enough rambling. I got stuff I gotta do. So, anyway, thanks everyone for watching tonight. Hope everyone has a fantastic night or day or whenever you're watching this. Be sure to tune us. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central right here on twitch.tv/PotatoPlaceGaming, because we have a very special D&D stream tomorrow night. We are doing a reunion stream of the Bed Dragon Slayers, and it's going to be Leeward's wedding. So if you want to see Leeward get married, or just it'll be a grand old time. It's just nothing bad will happen at all. Nothing happened. Nothing bad ever happens on the Spectral Continent. No, we killed off the big bad evil guy, and it's all rainbows and sunshine, right? Yeah. Anyway, so be sure to tune in for that. As we're each gonna reprise our roles, our previous campaign character roles. So that'll be interesting, especially since the events are going to be essentially a year after the last episode. So it'll be interesting to see what happens and how all of our characters have changed since then and what we've done. Yeah, so you should tune in for that. It's a part 1 of a 2-parter. It'll be back-to-back Fridays, so be sure to tune in tomorrow night for that. As far as streaming schedule wise, after that, we got Nikki at Night, or I'm gonna butcher it, Frostros Duo, Skyrim. She might be doing that instead of Nikki at Night on Tuesday, or she might be just doing it whenever. I don't know. because she streamed it Monday night as well, so, or Monday day on Memorial Day. So that's a good reason to be follow us on Twitch, so you know that when we go live and you can catch us live. And then we have Retroactive on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have my freaking Super Nintendo fixed. I've got an idea on how to trace down the problem. I just need to figure it out, or I might just run it through an emulator. I don't know. At this point, I might run it through an emulator. As much as I'd love to run it on real hardware, and I don't know, it might or may not happen. It depends if I get time to mess with it. So, and then part 2 will be the Friday after that. So, yeah. Also check out potatoplacegaming.com. That's where our links to our socials are and our lovely merch store. Plus 10% of the profits go to Extra Life as well. Speaking of which, we have 2 donation incentive things going on right now. We have lump sum $1,000 donation. I will shave everything on my head if you donate that to our Extra Life team page, or through our Extra Life team page. So that we can actually see it. So if you do donate $1,000, why are you not shaving your head? Oh, well, it's because we didn't see it. Yay, it's great that you donated $1,000 to Extra Life, but we didn't know that you did. So, and there's no way to as far as I don't know, there might be a way to prove it. I don't know, but it's easier to, anyway. And also have a $200 goal, halfway to that goal, by the way, of playing Spyro 2 with a one-hand controller. So if you want to donate towards that goal, be sure to put in the comment Spyro 2 one-hand controller, PlayStation, whatever, something that we know that's going towards that goal. And you don't have to donate a lot. You can just donate $1 towards that goal if you want. And so, as always, if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch subscription per month to anyone on Twitch. It'd be much appreciated if you use it on us, because it helps us make money so that we can afford to make a better production for you all to enjoy. And then repair stuff as needed and stuff like that. So, also, if you're in the Topeka area, June 21st and 22nd, Topeka Ren Fair, first ever Renaissance Festival in Topeka, Kansas. You should come check that out. Like I said, June 21st, 22nd, there'll be a lot of cool stuff there at the Woodshed. Or what used to be known as the Moose Lodge. So, yeah. I think that's everything. I got stuff I gotta do. Harrison's messaging me about stuff, so, and I got some other stuff I need to do as well that I need to get ready for tomorrow. So, anyway, see you all later. Bye. Oh, get the mouse off the thing.